they can add attributes to any spans that they can then use to aggregate and filter on in the future, particularly if they're exporting that to their own backend, right? Because then they're not dependent on our the roadmap on our dashboard to provide that. And I'm not close to this, but I think the work we did now to make is it session properties, or like we can use those in filters everywhere in the dashboard now. So that should make it easier. But that then also presumes, so yes, that would be one way to do it, but that presumes you know what the problematic span is going to be before you instrument, right? And so if you do know that, great, like add attributes, that'll make it easier to filter. But I'm assuming the primary use case is they probably release a new version, they see some kind of regression in some part of their app, and they want to go figure out like why that's happening and when it happened and what the change was that caused that regression, I guess. And so that's a after action, right? Like that's after you've already released it and instrumented. I guess you could go back, and if you know that in the short term, you could go back and add attributes and do it in your next release so you have that data to aggregate on. I guess that's a really manual way of doing that using the infrastructure we have today.
We have an e-commerce company that is using search, like a root span for search, and they will put in like the item that they're actually searching for. So if it's an iPad or if it's a banana, whatever, right? Like whatever they're searching for, they're passing that through. And they work with several different retailers as well. So they'll also pass through like a retailer name. So then they have a better idea, like this is what they're actually doing. Um, and then from there, like to Eliab's point, right, they can kind of create alerts, create dashboards, that kind of stuff to keep in track of what actually they're searching for and how long it took, and if there's some sort of issue with that flow.